Good morning. Well, actually, I guess it's afternoon. I thought it might be fun to show you how to bind this little kind of mini journal. I just wanted something to keep track of my clients at work, and I thought this would be fine. Just need a few pages. As you can see, I've already folded it. This was a 12 by 12, just marbled teal scrapbook paper. And I cut it so that it doesn't bunch in the middle, because obviously the signature is going to go in there. This is just going to be one signature. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 pages, so that'll give me, 4 sides to each page to write on. So I will be fine there for the whole month. I'll have plenty of pages and a couple extras. This is just some paper I made the other night, just goofing around. Just regular printer paper and just some colored water I made, basically, and dumped on there. I also have some in a little spray bottle. I don't know where that is right now, but I sometimes will spritz that on there at different times. But what I do is, this is my signature. Just take a bone folder and just make sure that's nice and tight on there. Go ahead and turn this light on too. I forgot. It's a little brighter probably. And then make sure that it fits in there. I've got plenty of room all the way around. Can decorate the little page if I want. And since this is such a thin one, I'm going to do it a little bit different than I normally would. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here and clamp it in place. And then I'm just going to do all my holes at once. And then I don't have to worry about them getting out of alignment or not lining up when I go to sew it in. We'll do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And here's my Crop-A-Dile Big Bite. And I'm not sure, well, I guess if we're doing the 3-hole, and I don't measure it, I just, whoops, kind of try and go where it looks like it's, one in the middle and then one on each end. I'll turn this around a little bit. Okay, so all of those are punched now. And since I'm doing teal, I do have some blue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that blue for my stitch. And then to get it to line up right, you want 3 times the length of your holes. I don't like these scissors to cut that with. I have different scissors to cut everything. Everything's just a little bit different, the texture. These scissors don't really cut anything fabric or, clothish very well. Okay, and then you start in your middle. Leave it hanging here a little bit. Come back up through the top hole. Whoa, don't pull it all the way through, of course. And then back up through your middle hole. Doing it like this is like way easier, so don't expect it to be this easy normally, but, and also you want to make sure that you're not catching that string, that you're not pulling through it. Okay, so then you're on each side of the string. They're not connected. You pull it taut, but not tight enough to rip the paper. Now, I kind of like having this to use almost like a bookmark, so I'm gonna adjust my string. And actually, I want to use the other one, so because that one had a little bit of a knot in it. So what I'm going to do here is tie this, and you can also, if you really want this to be at the top of the bottom, you can do that. You can make your long string here or down at the bottom, whichever you prefer, but and I usually tie it, you know, you're tying it with this, so just tie it the opposite way then at least once so that you're a little more secure, which I apparently can't do because that's the story of life when you're trying to do it. Okay, and then back to the little scissors, and I would cut off this short one just because I don't like it hanging there, but now you have this string that you can, you know, run back up here. And what I will probably do with it, just because I like the look, is go out this top hole. And then I will put some beads on that maybe and use it as a decoration just to embellish the spine, kind of make it a dangle, spine dangle. So we will do that later because it's so much easier to do everything without the bulk of having those on there. Any beads or whatever, you can still lay it flat when it's just the string, but it'll be there, so it will remind me. And then again, you want to take your bone folder and just flatten that as flat as you can get it, because it's going to want to, you know, it naturally, as you can see, kind of gator mouths anyway. So the more flat you can start out with it, the better it will maybe tend to stay. No guarantees, but we will go with that. Okay, so then you're going to have this long dangle here, so that's perfect because even if you put several beads on that, it's, you know, still going to dangle a long ways down your spine. Now, like I said, I want to use this to keep track of clients. So I will have things that I need to stick in here. I don't really know how I'm going to decorate. Excuse me. I hadn't really thought that far ahead. So I guess I will just kind of generally decorate it. I will probably, I go to 5 different places. So I have 8 pages. So this would give me 4. 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I needed 2 more in there and it would have been perfect. But what I will do is make tabs. So I'm going to need my little die cut machine, which is over here. And let me think here. here what I want as far as, where are my die cuts? That's helpful as well. Okay, these are my little die cuts for my tabs. I want, let's just do some of each. Okay, so then my next thing is what paper do I want them? Maybe stick with the blue theme. I have all these offcuts. That will go. I like that. Not sure about this blue. Oh, I do kind of like that one. Not the color as much as the design. I like the bubbles, so that's a possibility. That's a possibility. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's pretty understated. One more, but I really want something more tealish. Maybe one of these. Oh, that's kind of perfect. Okay, then do I like this or this better? Probably the little one, a little more busy. Okay, so let's put that to the side again. So I want this to be, how many can I get all three of these in there? I can do 2 at a time. So let's do about 6 inches on paper. I've just got stuff all over this desk. What a hot mess. Okay, 6 inches. And then 3 inches wide. Okay, so we will do this. I'm just going to cut some extra ones. Like I'll do 2 of each, like so that I have different ones to work with as I go. And yes, this is a Temu die cutting machine. But as you can see, it works. It's not, you know, bad. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't go all the way to the end on that one, so that's gonna go in the garbage. But we will now do one of these and one of these. These plates get really messed up really fast. this paper's thin enough that it's not really a problem to have them cut this way. I'd really like to get all three of these on here, but oh, maybe. We will give this a whirl. My fingernails got some red ink on it from earlier daubing I was doing on a different journal. Okay, so we've got quite a few here, but I do want to do some others. I'm going to try and do these together and see if it'll cut through two thicknesses of paper. I think it will because this paper's pretty thin. Okay, so now we have all these tabs that we can use. Just thin paper, so not a big deal. And I will put these back. Little thing all cattywampus here, but okay, so now I have these little tabs that are, you know, cut perfect. I love die cuts. They are awesome. If you don't have a die cutting machine or whatever, you can probably go online and order these, I bet. Little tabs to make, but they're so handy to have a few. I also have one pre-cut here that's a little out of cardstock, also nice. But it's just, you know, they just look so nice if you're a little OCD. To where they all are the same shape and the same size and the same, you know, all of that. So now that I have those all cut out, I've got several of each one. Mostly these, I guess. So I'll use this one. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And then I'll have different ones. I don't know how I got two of that exact same. This one I have two that match, so not sure why, how or why that happened, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Okay, so then I need to find my marker. That one doesn't write worth crap. Oh, maybe one of these does. Okay, so I want to do Maybe. Oh, no. Okay, so this L H H. That'll be better. Liberty. Mapleton. And Morton. Okay, so Liberty. Mapleton. And Morton. Okay. Now, so the best way to do this, I think, is, oops, I need my little glue mat, which is disgustingly filthy, but that's what they're for. So, we will do this. And go to the, oops, did it the wrong side. I want the, okay, so there's that one. Then, what did I say, 4 or 5 pages? What is it? 48. Okay, we'll go every 4. Okay, not bad. I kind of like that. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Liberty. Kind of like that this glue's purple. It dries clear, but it's easier to tell where it is then, which is kind of handy. Not a bad thing to have, because I'm not very good at keeping things straight or lined up correctly, so that's kind of nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's gonna be fine because I'm only at Morton half the time I'm at the other places, so that should work. So there are my tabs. That works, you know, reasonably well. Not a bad thing. Get some of this glue off of here so it's not sticking to my book all the time. Okay, so I don't mind that. That looks pretty decent, actually. And then I don't want to make this too foofy because it is for work, so, but I would like to do something on it. Not really sure what. I might do, like, put my schedule on the front, so maybe decorate an envelope, put on there, so that I can slide my schedule on there, and then if I need to leave myself a note about anything, I can do that. So let's decorate up this little thing here. Oh, I could use maybe this card to put my schedule on. Yeah, that might fit. Okay. Although I think I'd rather have a coffee dyed one. I just like that look better. Yeah, we'll play with that. So for the envelope, I want to do what to that? Maybe some washi tape. I have some teal washi tapes. Not really. I have some blues. I have these blues, but they don't really go very well, especially with that different colored string. So maybe we will skip the washi tape and do something different. Oh, I could do something with these, since I've got those there. Not bad. Okay, we'll use that. I think I'm gonna go with brown because I did the outside edges of that in brown. This is some, I believe it's Hebrew or Aramaic text. It's from a book called the Bible Code, which is why I think that. I obviously do not speak that, so, or read it or write it or know even. So that's just my thought. No idea if that's right or not. So if you quote me, we could both be wrong. So don't quote me. And what I'm going to do, because that edge is sticking out there, there's a little white there. I'm just going to go over that with the dauber as well. And then it's not, you know, so obvious that I didn't get that. And then I'm also just going to do that right here by where the window is, so that if I get right up to the edge, I don't have to get onto the window if I don't want to. I mean, I don't have a problem going onto the window, you know, covering like I did here just a little. But if I don't want to, then I don't have to. And again, I'm gonna go with the edges pretty dark. I like my stuff pretty grungy. You know, if you want it to look old and used, most things are pretty messed up if they've been handled by a bunch of people over years of time. I mean, look at me. I'm pretty messed up. Not that I've been handled by lots of people over years of time, but enough, I guess. Enough to be grungy, at least. But, okay, now, with that, let's see what I have here. I've got some of this. That would maybe be okay there. I could do that. And just tear that. I think that'll be all right. This is a problem when you get to that end and it just is not wanting to catch any color, you know, and the paper's this old, whatever this is. I think this was a dictionary, and it was just old, and I love it because it just crinkles and cracks and is truly old. And it feels old and it looks old, and it's just all good with the oldness. So love it. But it also has that brittleness where it just cracks all the heck when you're, you know, trying to put any color on it or anything like that, and it's unfortunate because it's pretty cool. And this is why my clients at work are like looking at me like, did you butcher a hog last night? Or why are your hands all red and green and brown? Sorry. Okay, so that's not too bad. I kind of like this look with this like nastiness here. Like it's just not gonna stay there. I don't know why I like that, but I do. So we're gonna leave that. And then I need to do this other side with something. And I'm not gonna use those here because I think I wanna keep this dark. Maybe some of this. And again, this is a pretty old piece that I can just easily tear. And it's very fragile. So I think I'm going to use it right here. I think that'll work. I'd like to get some color on the edges, but again, I don't want this to break, so I'm gonna try and be pretty gentle. which is not always easy. And I like to emphasize like these little cracked places and, you know, the fun stuff that makes it look awesome. And this little mat I have under here is from Dollar Tree. And actually I was there earlier today and picked up a couple more. But I thought I might as well just stick with my grunged up one for now. Okay, so let's see what other papers I have over here that I might want to use for this top. This paper for that text, that paper. Oh, what is this? Oh, chemical elements. That could be cool. I really do like this paper, but I like the dark. I could almost just put that in there. No, that's too dark. Then there's no color contrast. Do I have over here? Oh, that might work. Some coffee dried, just regular note paper. And I like that this one is straight on the top because I can put it right on the edge of the envelope. It'll go, I think, all the way across, or at least close enough that I can just put some little dab of something in there and cover up that corner spot. Oh, perfect. Perfection. I love when that happens. It's so rare. So I would just line that right up on there. And there you go. Yep, I'm liking that. Okay. Just glue off of here so everything's not sticking to it. Okay, now I need something for here. I could use that. I think I'll do that. And I like that the top's already at a weird angle so that it's easy to see that's a pocket. Or going to be a pocket, I should say. It's not one yet because it's not glued, but it will be. Okay. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna stop today. This will go like this. We'll stop now, and then when we pick back up, I'll get that envelope on there, and don't really think I'm going to use that because, again, like I said, too much lack of color. Probably do something like that with my schedule there. But for now, I'm just going to clamp this up. Whoops. Or throw the clamp on the floor. I'm going to clamp these sides. Even though they dry pretty good, but just in case, I've got a lot of glue on there, so I will clamp that up and just leave it here to dry. And I will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.